And welcome back to the No Neutral 5v5 exhibition. I know we had some technical difficulties, but listen, I got some great news. We did not play that off stream. We want you to see all that clean Street Fighter V action and to take you through it. It's too high, people. And to take you through that action, your boy St. Cola with Ultra David. Listen, we can't let the people just go like that. It's ain't CPT like, play it off stream. No, 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 no. We're celebrating out here.
That's right. That's right. And so what we're going to do is just say that the last game, it didn't happen. So we're going to redo that. As a result, IDOM is still up 1-0.
Okay.
It's still Poison, Ken for Punk. And there you go. There's a look at the players. You got IDOM on the right side of your screen. You got Punk on the left side of your screen. And it's up to them to get back into this thing.
And if we look at how the last match, and even though it wasn't counted, how it was going down, it definitely felt like Punk's corner pressure was a lot tighter. We saw the Thomas took the crouching medium punch, which I think is a fantastic idea. I think, you know, again, when Ken gets in the corner, it's hard to get outside if you're Poison. You have to make those decisions as a character, as a player, more than like, oh, I got, you know, this way to get out, like Eagle Spike or whatever, because Poison really doesn't have those methods. And the one thing she can really challenge with, you know, to really poke back some situations like that is activation off a crouching medium punch into, you know, cartwheel and stuff like that. But if she's not finding those confirms, it's looking long. Yeah,
it's a little tough in that case, right? But again, as we were talking about before, I think that the way that last round went, it's kind of an encapsulation of how it can go. Maybe the previous game included, if you think about that, because we have seen so far a ton of control from Poison. Right? She's controlling the mid-range, controlling the anti-airs, playing very stably, occasionally EX heart rate to turn it on a little bit for herself. You know, very classic stuff. And then on the other side, it's Punk's Ken really trying its best to get in. And that requires you got to dash sometimes, you got to V-skill sometimes you got to be patient, of course. Pick your moment. Sometimes you got to jump in at the right time. You got to do jump in tatsu, as you mentioned. There's a whole bunch of tools that you have. Each individual decision, maybe not likely to work out. But when you do find the hit, you snowball well, you deal a lot of damage. As we saw, he was literally 1 grab into 2 mix-ups away from taking the round, and he did. So that is always there.
That's the case, especially more now this season. He's gotten buffed. Some characters have gotten nerfed, so these moments can happen a lot better for Ken to get the win. Have that neutral situation where it's not difficult. Now, that being the case, there are some inconsistencies, as we did see, and we've seen throughout the CBTs and things like that in other tournaments. He still has some weaknesses. He still doesn't have the most stable neutral, but it's a lot more stable. And it's a lot better. And I feel like that helps the character live, even in situations where maybe matchups aren't as bad. I think this matchup, though, is not too bad for Ken, though, as we've seen. And we're going to see more on the screen. Back at it, Punk versus Idom.
And as always, when you're playing a zoner, a lot of it is about, is about playing with your own spacing and making it so the opponent doesn't know where you are and where you're going to try to be taking up space. Right now, it's about pressure up close. Okay, backing off. Maybe not, right? Again, it's about playing with where you are.
And I kind of like that because I feel like Poison players get a little bit too comfortable with the zoning that they put on. But to go in to get that win is real dangerous because you're taking a lot of risk, but there's a lot of reward in store if you switch up the rhythm. And right now, Punk can't find it. Does find the activation, and it tosses DP, Oki time.
Again, think back to that last round. He could absolutely just take this thing right like that. He waltzes up for the grab. Oh! She recovered in time.
Reversal once again. That's good. That's a big win for Punk. But still can find the last hit to do it. Idom for the chip. No dip, of course.
Is that enough?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Into the super.
Is that enough? I don't think so either.
Oh, no. James, where are you? Oh, my God.
Come on.
And usually that damage dump out is from like B trigger to activation. This just from a straight super conversion. Oh, my God, Punk. Who in the punish too? That minus more than -4.
Oh, that thing, yeah, -10 or something. It's bad.
Yeah, that's real bad. DP right there is a fantastic option for Punk to land that too. Gets the Oki and the corner push once again. About to be a win if you don't stop him.
Right. Directly back. Oh, wow. Stole a turn for the dash. Here's oh, no.
The commit. So gets the side switch. This is good. A lot of room to zone. A lot of room to throw out these buttons. And then again, to disrupt the rhythm. I go for the dash-ins, and we've seen people like Fudo do that. And now I feel like items starting to shift to that direction too as well. Whip punish, though, on the fierce.
Maintaining control. Still has plenty of timer on that V-trigger. By the way, Ken ready to go. Yeah, here it comes.
Throwing your heart into go over the super. Not just yet. Yeah, I knew it was going to scale. But that last hit, EX. Oh, back at him, though. You playing with them things? Me too. It's that situation.
Cannot get hit by that if you're Idom. Punk just scheming for one more hit. It's not going to happen.
Game to game, round to round. Let's see what's going down. And this is important. You want to be able to make them do that long climb up to the top.
Heart rate into nothing. Punk's out of there.
Oh,
lovely whip punish. Yes, it's directly into pressure. It's up close.
A sweep tartar right there.
But look stun already becoming an issue.
Exactly, the fact that the stun's been built up, forcing activation, big jump in, gets the win, the super situation once again, Punk the guy.
Exactly what he needed to have happen right there. Keeping his wits about him. Again, not giving up on any one of these approaches. Not giving up on ground approach, not giving up on air approach, regular jump, air tatsu occasionally. He is still mixing up all these things. And then when he's up close, we talked about this before, his throw strike game is legendary.
It absolutely is, and the reason he's able to do too. I like the fact that you pointed out that he is so solidified in his game plan, right? Not deviating. It's such a strong one.
It is.
And when you get going, there's a lot of reward. Obviously, there's some risk that we've seen. But even in situations where there's risk, you see the stress and the fact that you have to fight out of the corner against a character that is predicated on some of the best corner pressure in the business, some of the best, I would say. Top 3 in the game is difficult. So even if you get that win, there's a lot of that mental stack in the next round. Like, man, I spent all this energy trying to get out, and I don't want to be there, and it just wears on you constantly.
So this is actually the closest match that we've had so far. Again, each match before this went to a 2-0 and in fact match point phase before getting a little closer. This one finally we have a 1-1.
Push on the Tatsu. I don't get a little bit of damage going. Again, you want to have these better round starts. Any zoners, that's just a typical thing in games. Have a better round start against the zoners. The stun is up.
all the way into the corner. Pressuring up close. Okay. It's not enough. Hold on. Punk barely lives, but he lives plenty enough. He's got to get maybe 3 more choices. It's not going to happen.
Not that risky of a jab, to be honest. If you would have got crushed right there into big boy damage, wouldn't did enough to undo it. So, Idom, fantastic choice to throw out the light, to stay alive and thrive right here.
It's been very light on that after EX heart rate. Okay, Punk, you see what I'm talking about? He's not giving up on these approaches.
It's going to throw situation.
I love it, yes. Punk just getting right up close. Okay, maybe looking for a cross-up. It didn't come. Idom, some damage.
EXTP, we busted out. Not the worst time. Is in verge of building up enough bar for that future situation. A lot of damage. Gonna go for the V reversal, and I don't mind that. Offensive V reversal, keep him caught up in the corner. The empty throw.
Ooh, finding it.
The line breaker.
Uh-oh. Right, you're frozen. Is it going to be the low or the overhead or the grab?
I don't know. Now it's game to game, round to round. I was a little mistaken previously because of the way the things went, but now it's definitely game to game, round to round. Punk finding the answers in the whip punish off the medium.
Let's get anything out of that? No. Yet again. Very cautious there.
Look at these walk-ins on how, just confident with that walk-in medium kick situation right there.
Yeah, pestering at a great spot for himself. How can Idom get out of the corner here? Still no grabs. No, look at where Punk was. He knew where he was. He knew he was ready. Oh!
Gotta stay steady with that confirm, though. But still, in the version. Again, we saw this before. Caught up in the corner. This is not going to be real good for Poison.
Oh, this is such classic anti-zoner play. Beautiful stuff by Punk. The bulldogging. Oh, and then when he finally finds the hit confirm, of course, is there. And he has the smile on his face, and he earned it. Again, that is classic.
Yeah.
Anti-zoner play. Walk and block, walk and block. We've been calling it bulldogging for the last 25 years, and he put on a fantastic performance of it.
You got to get in there.
But you playing that nooch though, my boy.
I can't get in there no more. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you.
Gotta talk with it. I want to think. I'm not a glitchy idiot.
I forgot who's that guy who's like the champion of hot dog eating.
Oh, Kobayashi?
Nah, it's not him.
I think that is
a
him.
white guy, right?
Yeah, it's a white
Oh, yeah. For every 4th of July.
guy. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's the champ.
Not sure why we are talking about Glizzy Goblin out here, the champion, but I guess his name is Joey Chestnut.
What do you mean you guess?
Oh, yeah, you kind of funny.
No, yeah, you've been, dude, not the first time that you and I have talked about Joey Chestnut. You're a big fan.
I'm a huge fan of the Glizzard champion out here. What I also am a big fan of is Punk out here doing really good work. I didn't hear his team wasn't really discussing much, and honestly, he doesn't have to discuss much. He's on game point, and everything he's doing is working.
Yeah, it was basically just them talking about how he was already playing really well, and then okay, let's talk about other stuff.
Yeah. Throwing the most high balls. Anyway, let's see what's playing right here. EX. And he just backs off these situations, but still, he's getting a lot of damage. But as we said before, just one more jump in. And
it's basically throwing a fireball, doing that crouching fierce. You're stuck there for a long time. If the opponent guesses at the right moment to jump in, you get got.
Up kick. Put the flame on him. Roast him for a bit. Like a barbecue.
He's in here. Again, just trying to find that one hit, hoping to see overcommitment out of Idom. Doesn't come. He still has not done grab there, and he was finally right.
All right, Idom fighting back from the brink, staving off that set point. Maybe give him some more action. Anti right there with a crouching medium punch. EX dashing. Yeah, holds that plus situation. I'm going for more of that aggressive gameplay, but I feel like that you get a little bit too risky with it. One whiff button, and that's a big jump in corner situation right there for Punk.
That's it. Exactly right. Idom knows that. Fewer crouching versus. Oh, he called it out. Needs to be punished. Yes, he's got super as well.
You know what he's going to get. Yes, sir. The super situation to seal it. The CA means we're going to be seeing more action with a perfect KO. Not even a perfect, but I'll call it that. That counts. The gray line. Get that out of here. That counts. And Idom still in it, and that was dominant. And now it's a switch back and forth between the zoning and the aggression. And that's where she can do that.
Oh, yeah.
She can definitely do that. You see it in this character's play, but you have to be able to shift back and forth like that and not get got, right? The risk that we see when you whip a button, a lot of recovery, means you get caught up in the corner, and that means you lose so much health. Now Idom is dashing in, medium, then back it off, back to the zoning play, and just eating away at too much health. And then when he does make these risks, when Punk does make these risks, it's dangerous. You lose so much health. Final game between the two.
You knew it was going to be close between these two.
Oh, yeah. Give us a set. Give me a show.
Okay, I feel like Idom is okay with that. Out of the corner, he's got a lot of space behind him, just like this. Just like this.
Woo! Of course, the activation off the medium.
You got to think back to when Punk put himself into the corner. Oh, no.
Oh. Kid players like, this is what we do to people? This is how we live? This sucks. This hurts.
Here it is. It's going to hit. Yeah, Punk takes advantage. And he's right up close.
I keep seeing some of that EX bar just to get that walk-in situation. But again, the fadeaway and play from Idom. The walk-up throw, look, I'm stutter stepping with it. Your guess is the crouching mini kick. Is it anything else? Idom fighting back, though.
Can't do super yet. Remember when he lost a round because he did that too early on chip?
That's true.
No, oh, lovely EX. He had backed off to a range where he was comfortable and walks in, and now Punk puts himself at match point.
Punk again. Can he seal it? We're going to go to final game, final round. Listen, I kind of want to see final game, final round. I'm going to be real with you. But the way that Punk's playing, if you can keep on in terms of, having a good round start with it, that's where he needs to live. Here's the EX, the knockdown. Punk back in the way, no confirm with crouching mini kick. Very rare for Punk to not have those.
That's true. However, Idom was ready with his. What? Until the very last game, he finally did something else other than just jabs. You gotta save it for when it counts, and right now it counts. However, Punk is still in this thing.
If he makes this comeback, it'll be one of the best in the business. He's got bar the bomb to cook with. Tatsu trying to find the jump-in situation, but the medium kick means that we are at final game, final round, Punk versus Idom. Let's go. This is what I want to see. Real action.
Punk starting it off well. He's got the super already on deck. The damage potential's there. Idom moving in all of a sudden.
Again, Punk using more of that bar. That EX just to threaten with the fireballs. That's something that she has to worry about, especially the EX addition. The cross-cut DP on the B skill. No bar on Bailey's.
Just like that, we got Punk where he wants to be. Not for long, as Idom challenges. He's got his own super.
Both of them do a lot of bar to cook with. Idom running out of V-trigger. Spins it, sends it, gets the hit. One more will do it for Idom.
Yeah, but Punk needs really 2 hits.
Don't
He finds it.
Oh, he whipped
Was a
that
big
heavy
chance.
kick?
Yeah, surprised to see it at that range.
You dangerous. You living reckless, my friend. This might be an end. The challenge! Idom takes down Punk with that super! He was ready, staying steady. Oh my God.
There you go, Punk. Eliminated in this team tournament here. We knew that was going to be a huge swing. Punk versus Idom. As soon as we knew that it was going to be them, I think we were all looking at that. I mean, honestly, no surprise that both of them were pegged to be the anchors of their respective teams. The fact that Idom moves on in a very close set, very, very close set,
The bid.
is huge here because this means that Chris CCH is the lone member of his team remaining. RobTV's team, which had RobTV, Punk, Smug, and Shine, now no longer has any of those, and it's just Chris CCH who's got to get through Brian F, Idom, Sabin, and Nephew, and apparently Chris is talking big time to Brian right now. It is, who's the choice? Right, okay, since everybody has played, whoever you want to come back up can come up. And they look like they are gonna send out Idom here to seal the deal right away.
I think that's smart.
I love it. I love the
from
strategy.
that choice. I don't think they play each other, that much at all. It's probably been some time, at least since he's got back on the, Chris has gotten on the loop run, right? It's been some bit. So this character pick is gonna be definitely different. But I can't wait to see this. And Idom is hot. He just beat Punk. He's hot with it. And let's go back to that match. That match was so sick, man. Y'all didn't see. I almost knocked over this whole table. I'm sorry for the sponsors, y'all. I gotta apologize, but also it's hard to do because that's some fine Street Fighter V action. Offline, baby.
That's right. Yeah, all the reactions are there. There's no excuses.
None.
Send us to that Arby's meaty moment.
Give me a bite.
Ladies, we have the meat.
The meat comes out to play real fast here for Idom as he suddenly had the corner.
You see this confirmed. Some of them whiffs, unfortunately, were to Punk's detriment. And Idom getting a lot of punishes. And these challenges doing the dash-ins too. And I felt like the biggest turnaround for Idom was putting the aggression. Obviously, there's risk because you see moments like this. Big jumping if you whiff, gets the hit, the super situation, you're out of there. But when you're able to go back and forth in the zoning and rush down sort of game, and no lane, it's difficult to beat this character. You see, again, some of these jump-ins for Punk, I really like the foot game that he had going on, but then the resource expenditure from Idom was really good too as well. Always keeping up bar for super to seal it for the most part, and doing a great job of just finding those last hits to do it.
Fantastic play. Look, again, had to expect great stuff out of Idom and Punk, but now we need to expect great stuff, the greatest stuff, out of Chris CCH, who is the lone member of his team remaining. Again, RobTV out, Punk out, Smug gone, and Shine retired. It is just Chris CCH versus Idom.
Look at this kid, 20 years old. I met him in the car for the first time. He was talking about, I was like, is this a 40-year-old man talking to me? What are you doing? But this dude, despite the deep voice, is a young gun out here. It has been on the come up. We've already talked about Idom being 2019 forever champion, I guess. But Chris CCH was at Red Bull, did a ton of work. I don't even know if he brought up any of those pictures to rip, but that would have been sick, bro. I hope they ain't got a picture for you. I hope Brian F don't have one in his bag. I'm not saying I know if he does or not, but I hope he doesn't pull one from behind the couch and rip up Chris CCH's picture, because there's a lot of work that he has to do. In all these competitors he's got to win against every single one of them.
Oh yeah, he's got a long road ahead. Of course, he has been, I mean, as you were just talking about, a strong player. I don't think he's on the come up anymore, right? I think that he's there. He won CPT, qualified. He was at Red Bull, did great. He has taken a bunch of online events, including ones that have a ton of very strong players there. So he's there. I mean, here he is, right? He was invited to be one of these 10 players, not by accident. He is the sole member of his team remaining, not by accident. Look at the players on the right of him right there. I mean, that's
wild.
Yeah, all those guys are eliminated. He remains. It's all up to him. He's got to win. Effectively, if he takes this thing, it is a Chris CCH OCV.
Oh my God.
Even though he went out first, nobody's won a match in his team since then. So he's, again, it's a tough road. And just to talk about the strategy of this, which member of Team Brian F should have sent up. To go with Idom here, considered by many of us, top 2 best, certainly in the US, maybe in the world. I think that's a really, really smart, stable sort of choice. And then you have a lot of other people after that anyway.
Yeah, to back them up. This could also be one of those things where, there is a lot of pressure on you, and you get worn down match after match. Obviously, there's a lot of heat, but can you stay stable in an OCV sort of situation? You take down Idom, you're tired. Another strong competitor comes up. You got to get wired. But let's just see what happens here. I'm prophesizing my man's demise, but already Idom getting into him.
Yeah, making the Laura work well so far. Wow, Roundhouse actually connecting from there. Idom with the offensive V-rev. He would love to just get the opponent's life down to where a grab would kill. It's almost there. Okay, that's plenty good enough. So we talked to Poison. Obviously, it was Poison. Just did fantastic work. His Laura, still a sight to behold as well.
Despite as much as he complains about the character and how he definitely caps about he's not going to play Laura, guess what I see on my screen? He's definitely mean, because this character, if she gets in, the post-stun fun is disgusting. We might be seeing it here. He don't fight back like that. Might need V-reversal, but he's holding that throw. One more touch will do it, though.
No, here's punish.
Off the light, wow. Dancing with him. Trying to find the poke with the crouching mini kick. No crosscut DP. That light coming through. The EX sunset wheel might be the last one you see. Whips the throw, though. No activation, though, from Chris.
Oh, can Chris do this? Like in the team tournament, he is way behind, and he needs a lot of work. Okay. Powering up the arms. The forearms are ready to go, ready to pop.
You let that run raw? This man's about to fall. I can't believe he let that sucker loose. That's going to kill.
Hey, if this is like what he needed to do in the team tournament, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign of a good start.
And we talked about how he does have these risky moments that he is puts in his gameplay that's really hard to decipher. Then Young Guns, I feel like, have a little bit more of that. They're not really traditional with it, and it helps out. But here we go, Idom, get into him, Oki time.
Yes, he gets to link it. EX again, is it for the stun? Oh, maybe he's got a ton of damage on deck.
Ooh. Ooh.
Of course it's enough.
Of course it's enough.
Of course.
Of course it's enough. I think he kind of waited a little bit because he was like, man, I don't want people to see what Laura be doing out here because I'd be capping about how good, or how bad, I should say, he says the character is. But look at how good she's in these post-stun fun combos right here. She definitely gets it done. You definitely see 60, sometimes 70%, depending on the character, done from this character once they get going. So this is going to get going back in this match like that. I, again, don't mind the Laura pick in terms of what he's doing.
Going back to character select here.
Yeah, we're going back. We're going back. So I guess
obviously, yeah. I mean, I guess he just didn't want to play Luke. Might have fat-fingered his way into it. No big deal.
Yeah.
We will see if he changes. He's going back to Sakura, maybe.
Maybe. I hear a little bit of, I'm always ready from the Luke on the screen.
Okay. He's already back there. All right, fair enough.
So maybe it might be a change, though, from Idom. Not sure. Well, that match did count, so, you know, I guess they want to go back after that. So actually, I guess that can't happen. Let's see what happens here. I feel like the Luke is a fine choice. It's a good character.
Obviously a good character.
Deletes the fireball off the screen with a crouching union kick. If you're capable, the zoning out is real difficult for him to get through. But Idom just finds a way in. Crush situation, the pickup.
Into the corner in 8 seconds. That is bad news versus Allura.
One more touch for the stun and done. Be reversal. Keep caught up in the corner.
Okay,
EXTP though. Yeah, time to bust out.
Yeah, again, he needs something big. He knows it. Pestering a little bit. Trying to look for that big hit. Okay!
The punish that I don't see none of y'all do, but Idom laughed it out. Carter coming in with a dash so you may not pass. It's a knockdown with a V skill, stocks up, locks up, and his big boy damage could come through if he can get that hit though.
Hey, sees it, yes. Not in too much, can't get there in time. Oh, okay.
Wow.
You can see the preparation, he's ready. It's looking good. This choice of going straight to Idom from Team Brian F, I just think is so smart.
Yeah. And you can see the work that's been done from Idom to delete this or fight this character. I'm sure he's fought people like Space Boy. I'm sure he's fought the millions of Luke players that are out there just all diving this new character. So he's aware of how to deal with the character. Then again, Chris turning out like volume, get real aggressive with it. Oh, really?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Ouch, fierce as a whiff punish. Let's go.
Into what is the question? Yeah, not into a lot. Idom is just blocking it out. One thing that is unsung about him is that he's got great defense.
That is true. Able to hold back like that.
Yeah, now that there's already been an activation, doesn't have to worry about V-Shift or V-Rev, and so Chris CCH looking pretty good towards the end of that thing.
Yeah, a lot more aggression early in the round, too. Being able to stop the claps like that with the crouching medium kick, and just being a little bit more in that close range, or comfortable, I should say, in the close range game. Now, if you find more of these confirms, doing a lot better. Nice challenge off the light, gets a knockdown, the Oki and the throw. Typical sequence from Luke.
Unusual jump-in timing for Idom, but Chris was ready for that. Oh, beautiful!
He should punch the dash up DP. Not the light touch his city. Oh, one more touch to do it. If he would have featured it, would have been able to seal it.
Okay, wow, Idom with a gigantic bet. EX elbow, huge bet. He was hoping to see any button. I'm not sure he would have lived if he had absorbed something as he was going through anyway.
That's true because he didn't have the health.
Also,
In any case, all right, Chris CCH doing it for his
He's
team.
going to do grab. Yeah, he's going to do grab fierce.
he really does like feature.
Well, we see the poison pick. Is now the time. I think we're going to switch into it now. But they were actually discussing how good that matchup is, and they were kind of talking about, oh, I'd like to play sometime. Here's your time.
That's right. That's
Get that
right.
matchup experience and more.
And notice that the teams are actually talking about strategy now, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
It's
down
time
to
to
the
close it
wire.
out. Yeah.
This is the time.
Maybe time before would have helped out in some situations for RobTVC, but let's see what it do. The poison pick coming through. Let's get toxic.
He just has so many options. You know, even at this range, he's a threat. It's not like he's going to get into a lot of damage at that range, but he can pester in a very frustrating way, even versus characters who like to zone.
The fact that he can play lane like that also makes it real difficult. And then you get these bust-out situations, the corner carry. And that medium is such a party starter right there. Now gets the dash in. Oki situation. Nope. Oh my God, the drop on the heat knuckle.
Medium, oh no, that allows Adam to get out of there. Get into a ton of damage for himself and set it up to take the round.
Success. I'm impressed. The way Idom playing this. Go back to more of the zoning game, and I feel like his innate good defense allows him to stay solid in his corner situations. Uh-oh. DP though. Oh ho ho!
Okay.
Not a lot of reward on that wrist, a side switch with it. Allowing her to play that zoning, by the way, getting the Millie Rock up and down the block with the throw.
Hey!
In the fadeaway and play. Finesse and bless.
In the stun, getting close to super actually. Not quite there though.
Don't activate. We chip no dip situation. He gonna go with it? No B reversal from the side of Chris CH, and he had all the bar.
I know it's. Yeah, it must just. That's that art setup, bro. I told you. That's why you don't let art touch the setup, bro.
happened to all of us, though.
Man, you don't let art touch the setup, bro. I was doing jab with Ken, and it was just jab stand up. I'm like, this shit too fast, bro.
Make sure everybody at home know that Art did optimize our setup.
Yeah.
Art's eye.
I don't think he actually did on that one. Yeah, I don't think so.
So that's probably what's going on.
Yeah, okay, there we go. We paused the ground here.
Cheater.
I think it's the same.
Classic refrain
up,
of
son.
sports fans everywhere, right? Your
Yeah.
team's not doing that well. Oh, it's the refs, man! The refs set it up all wrong.
You know?
Oh, can you believe what the groundskeeper did to the field? Oh, come on!
Sabotage? Oh, I love fighting games. I also love the fact that Idom is doing fantastic. Is on game point against Chris CH. We're going to send the final member out of this bout.
Zamboni driver, he just put all the ice in the wrong spot. That's what the real issue is.
Oh, man. I like that neutral jump right there. You're trying to catch some of those lingering buttons like medium punch, but still, you're staying grounded. Dash up, doubling down with the throws, though.
Ooh, a little bit too far away. Chris is ready. Right, into knockdown. Challenge. Uh-oh. And again, Chris is really keeping his head in the game here.
Big punishes either on the side of Idom or taking back his turn. Too far up the distance sometimes. Yo gets the fierce, gets the hit. EX, the tech.
Not quite there. In the flames, roasting. Oh, no.
Wonder what he went for. I saw him rear back like that. I don't know what was some shots, but he's about to be sent out of this bout. Once again, Idom on set point. We're going to seal it. A little bit of error right there with the overhead. I'm sure that was an input error.
Chris is in big trouble. Already half in stun, half in life.
He's building. EX. Flip out. Here's some
Okay.
damage. Okay. He's going with the chaser. No shot.
Yeah. All right, I'm patient. Looking for it. Is he ready? Oh, no.
You get the Molotov, though.
It's out of there.
Combo gets the knockdown. Idom in the corner. Well, to call the corner in a second, because that meaty hit will do it. Starts off with the Popeye arms up. Is that Popeyes? That's Popeyes.
That's Popeye,
That's
man.
Popeyes.
Yeah,
I had to make
exactly.
sure. My old brain can't always keep up. But I'll tell you who's keeping up right here. Chris is.
I don't think he's powering up with Popeyes today. I think he's looking good on Arby's.
That's rude. That's rude. No spinach out here. All meat.
Mm-hmm.
Big
Huge
jump.
jump. And by the way, it's something he's almost never done throughout this entire set.
That's true. He's being really grounded. And now finding the read on the fireball. Sometimes you just want to get that data going on, especially in the first of three, to see the rhythm and rhyme of why they're doing the fireballs all the time.
Suddenly, big-time offense. Idom in what he hopes is the last round, looking to seal it.
Ooh, and that should do it. Idom taking down Team RobTV as Brian.
Character.
Team
Just
takes the victory. And they are talking so much mess. So much mess. Let's go.
Yeah.
Character.
She's cheap.
I haven't seen that much mess since the last time I got my hands on that delicious horsey sauce.
Hey, hands. Everybody knows it.
Oh.
Wow. Now look, again, Idom being the one sent out in that moment, just a great decision, great strategic choice. That is playing, again, not just about who is the best in game. It's not just what it's about in this kind of team situation. It's about the larger decisions, the sort of meta decisions of how to play around the team strategy.
That's really important. We see even like picks like the oral pick. It's hard to fight that kind of character if you don't know how they flow. Like, you don't know how the matchup goes, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. And I think the borrow pick would have been better. Some of these decisions on who they picked for the Brian F side were the ones to seal it. It's like, I'm gonna go with this character that I feel more comfortable in. And you see some matches where if they would have switched, maybe it would have been a little bit different. It's possible. And some went down the wire. We did see the Punk versus Idom one go down the last bit, but some of the matches were just either complete washes or close to it. But either way, been some fantastic play. And it's some fantastic sandwiches, you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying, because I would like to see the Arby's meaty moment.
Arby's, we have the meats.
That bass.
Dun, 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 dun. Definitely who got done in here right here was Chrissy CH's Idom. Living up to his name with the Idom domination. Not for nothing though, Chrissy CH definitely had some contested moments. Had some bust outs, but the one to stay steady was the pick when Idom switched. Lure just had too many risky decisions that he had to do. I like the Visha punishes though from Idom, but he said, I'll just stay nice and safe, nice and easy with the poison pick, get toxic with it, and make the other team feel real heated.
And what I love too is that he turned on offense in the last game. Both of the rounds that he took were in part because he was rushing in. I mean, in this last round in particular, we're just about to see, right? It ends with him almost on a perfect, I guess he must have blocked one thing. And other than that, it was about him moving forward. It was about EX heart rate to turn on offense. He had jumped in the previous round, something that we hadn't seen, basically that whole set. That kind of big switch in your game plan, in your strategy, from dedicated zoning to all of a sudden you're right up close when the opponent doesn't expect it, that works. It
works. It really does. And someone like Idom is able to take it to a full effect with that character. Say what you want about Poison. He plays perfectly. And we once again got to give love to the sponsors above. If you've loved the crisp, delicious, nutritious music coming through, they're all from Astro, official sponsor. Y'all can go and get yours at astrogaming.com or check below of the Twitch link.
Whether you're doling out hurricane kicks on screen or shadow boxing dragon punches outside under the sun, Game Gooder has you covered with their wide range of sunnies and blue light blocking shades.
And we all know about Arby's. If you ain't eating these meaties, you're free. Go ahead and pick up some Arby's. Shouts to Arby's coming through, blessing us with some fantastic action of Street Fighter V style and maybe a jacket here or there. We'll be seeing them all week. So once again, eat there or face defeat.
Yeah, thanks again to Game Gooder for making me look good.
Oh, we always look good.
You're looking all right too.
Oh, come on now, Chad. You know I'm always looking good, looking fly all the time, baby. Yeah, you know.
Thanks again. All right, well, look, we're going to take a short break. I would love to know what Team Captain Brian F has to say about the larger strategy that we were just discussing for his team. Guess what? We're going to get a chance to find out. Stick around for that.
Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand have turned to feast. So fly, time to fly. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are street fighters.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
Lock and loaded, it's time for war.
Can't start a show without the star.
This is the path of my destiny. Come on, let's turn up the heat. About time to finish this. See what I'm really made of.
I'll show you.
How do you like this?
It's time for war.
That is the truth of what you must seek.
Well, congratulations to Team Brian F for taking the no neutral 5v5. Very, very well played. Your team wins these Arby's gift cards. There you go. You also got some Magic the Gathering cards coming your way. You did work hard for that. Yeah. Let's talk about this. So, 10 of the best players that we have in the US, right? It ends up being not 5-4 and not 5-3. And not 5-2 either. It's 5-1. You talked before the event began about how important the team aspect of this is to you. Can you talk to me about how much you think that did factor in this win?
I would like to say that before this match started, in this room, I heard a lot of talk about how some teams were significantly better than the other. Punk did not say that. Punk did not say that. But I heard some talk. And I saw in the Twitch chat, I checked Twitter a little bit, I heard some talk. What is Brian thinking? What is he doing? I have Rob's team 9 out of 10 times. I saw the stats, the numbers flying in, the analysis coming up from all corners of the FGC, saying that we had no shot. No shot. But what was that score again?
That score was 5-1.
5-1. One of these teams was significantly better than the other. And that happened to be mine. Now, you're not wrong. Every player on every team here is fantastic. We got some of the best in the world, and I do want to give credit to Punk. You know, we had an unfortunate interruption. Who knows how it would have went without that? But we got to see 2 times of the game play, and, you know, at the end of the day, we all served our position. We did our part. You know, we all had the counter picks. We had the position players, you know, the role players. We all did what we had to do. You know, David was there helping us out too, supporting. So I don't know what to say. It's all about strategy. You can't just put, you know, the best players in the team together. You gotta have the players who can work together and pick the best counter picks.
Well, I think that's an interesting thing to bring up because since it was 5-1, most of these were your team as the winning team from the previous set, putting out the player who you wanted to put out and then giving the other team, RobTV's team, the chance to counterpick. And yet, I mean, again, your team won most of those. Do you feel like you had picks that were difficult for them to counter? How do you feel like that process went about?
I think it was just hubris on their part. I mean, Rob called out Nephew, and we saw that one. I mean, we just got to be honest. That was kind of free. Not saying that Rob can't come back and, you know, turn it around, but as of today, that was free. We had no say in that. In fact, I barely did anything as the coach here, as the lead. They just chose each other. I mean, people had vendettas to settle, and then it just shook up that way. So we didn't have to do any thinking. We just kept winning, you know?
Wow, okay. Winning without thinking is pretty solid, I guess. How do you feel your choice of not just these players, but maybe their characters factored into this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to get Art on our side, and between Punk and Item, that was a 50-50. Like, literally, this whole time leading up to this, that was just a coin flip in my head. So I kind of just landed on Item at the very end. And that said, I feel like Art sometimes beats Item, and also everyone hates Dulcim, so get him on your side. And from there on out, it was just kind of picking from the remaining players in my head based on what Rob picked. So, you know, I definitely would have gone different people depending on who Rob had picked, of course. So it's kind of like those two were the main picks for me, and then kind of saw where the rest of the pieces landed. And I don't know, it just worked out.
All right, well, congratulations again to you and to your team. Nicely done. You guys killed it. And to RobTV and team as well, you guys played very well. Super cool performance. Congratulations again on your cards. Yeah, you guys look thrilled over there. Okay.
Hold on.
Ooh. There you go. There you go. All right, yeah. Again, congratulations on taking the no neutral 5v5, and that's going to do it for this event. However, it's not going to do it for us for this whole weekend. In fact, the next few days will be the season final, CPT season final. We've had, again, 10 of the best players in the US, which includes certainly some of the best players in the world, but there are many, many more strong players all throughout the world that we're going to get a chance to see having qualified for that event. Again, that will start tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Don't miss it.